Okay, so the last program that I wanted to offer you is one called Inspiration. It can be found by going to Inspiration.com. And once you get to the page, you'll see that there are the 3 different types of inspiration that can be downloaded. And right under that, you'll find a Get Free Trials option. And we're going to select that. Once you get to that page, it says Get Your Free 30-day trial. And this is the full version of the software, so you can try it at home, and it has templates, activities, and different databases so that you can get started and see if it's something that you would like to have and use in your classes or in your children's classes. So there are 3 different programs that you can download. Inspiration 9 is for grades 6 through adult. Kidspiration is for grades K through 5. And Inspire Data is for grades 4 through 12. I really recommend that if you have kids and they seem to be artistically inclined, this is a really great kind of software. It works great, it's user-friendly, it's attractive, and it's just a lot of fun for kids to be able to explore their different ideas and brainstorm in a creative way. So if you have children and they tend to do a lot of projects for school, then you might want to consider taking a look at these. And each one of these has a video that you can watch that shows you what you can do with each specific software. So, for instance, we're going to be using Inspiration 9 since we're all adults. And you can watch the quick tour. And this just gives you some examples of Inspiration, what it looks like. If you're not sure if you want to download the software because you don't know how much you would use it within 30 days, or if you think maybe Dabbleboard's just easier because you don't have to mess with downloading it, this will give you a good idea to show you how Inspiration can be used and if it's something that might benefit you to have for 30 days. So it shows you that you can do diagrams or concept maps, also outlining. Inspiration is a really great program because once you do a concept map, you can convert that to an outline. Now, if you do choose to use that option and you turn in an outline, make sure that you're still double checking or cross checking the outline against the one that you have to submit for the course to make sure that you're using the right notations.
Inspiration starter screen makes it easy.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to run through this real quick so you can see some of the options of what you can create with Inspiration. So you have concept maps. This is what the area looks like. So you can see that there's a lot more going on here than Dabbleboard, but that allows you to do a lot more in terms of what your map looks like, what shapes you have access to, using actual graphics instead of shapes. Okay. And this shows you exactly how you can move about and add real graphics or still use, bubble shapes and different arrows. This shows you the outlining process. Okay. So here's something a little bit different. It's a little bit more creative.
Just click on a branch and type. And
it shows you how much you can make it look very artistic to whatever your own area is. Shows you how to add these into presentations like PowerPoint. There is a presenter portion that goes along with this. Okay. So,
or downloaded from Inspiration.
If Inspiration is something you're interested in having, you can go ahead and download it for free for 30 days. You're just going to select Download Inspiration 9 for Mac and Windows. This will give you a primary questionnaire, and this is just to figure out who's using Inspiration and who's trying this software out. This gives them a good idea of who their target audience is when they're marketing. So we're just going to select Other Higher Institution. We're going to put in our zip code and hit Next. Once we get there, it'll ask us for some information to fill in this field. And the only thing that we really need to fill in is our name, our address. And I always use a fake address whenever I fill anything like this out online that's a trial offer because they don't need to know my exact address. but I always find something that is, approximate to somewhere that I have lived nearby before and that I know is a realistic address that they're not going to identify as being fake right off the bat. Same thing with my email. This is not my email address, but it's a good approximation that they won't be able to identify as not being a valid email address. And then I'm going to come down here and mark that I am 13 years or older. Now, select the download for your operating system. Your 30-day trial begins the first day you use Inspiration. So if you download the trial but you don't actually use it for 20 days, then you still have 30 days from the first time that you use it. So it cannot be reloaded and time can't be extended. So if you use it for one day and then you don't get back to it again, 30-day trial has expired once you've actually opened it up and gotten onto the program to look around. So if you're working with a Windows or PC, you're going to select Windows. If you have a Mac operating system, we're going to do Mac operating system and download your free trial. It tells you the size of the trial and that you do have to download it directly to your hard drive or hard disk because you cannot successfully save this amount of size to a floppy. So you're just going to click to download. Once the download is complete, double click that saved file. Okay, so on your desktop you should have a saved file that says Inspiration and then follow the on-screen instructions. The prompts are usually next, install. Once you finish with that, you should have a download successful. If you have questions or need assistance with your trial download, you can email technical support, and they also provide a 1-800 number. So if you have any questions about downloading the software, please call them and let them know, and they can help you along. Again, this is a really great resource. It's a great software program that I've used repeatedly for years. And it's also a really good addition to have in a speech class because it does help you really plan out your concepts in terms of brainstorming and also your outlining. So check it out if you have time. If you want to, go ahead and download it. Now, if you're without a computer and you're working on your own, then definitely, use Dabbleboard. It's very easy and very simple.